I really wish we got some sort of rewards for running the raid more than once, because it's really hard to do something when you're not getting anything for it, kind of, sort of. Um, I mean, I understand the point of it to keep. It's to prolong the point of the game. I get this. I understand. But, I mean, I can only run the raid so many times before I'm like, look, I'm just not getting anything. And there's so many other things you can be doing that will give you some form of reward or something, a better chance. I mean, even if I run the strikes over and over and over, at least I get a chance for a legendary or an exotic or something doing that, where the raid is just like, okay, nothing. And the shame of that is the raid is really one of the more fun things to do. Well, why is it one of the more fun things to do? Well, it's because it's one of the more social things in the whole game. A game where you see people all the time. Really and truly, you're not social unless you're in the raid, because the raid you need to speak, communicate, so that you're working effectively because you're trying to win. And it's really, there's no voice chat or text chat or anything else like that anywhere else in the game. So even though you see tons of people everywhere and there's lots of people, you know, farming for this or farming for that in one of the patrol areas, there's no communication, so it's just like meh, you know. So I kind of wish the raid had some other form of payout. You know, make it have that first payout, so to say. And I mean, my problem is like this. I did the hard raid, so when you do the hard raid, it doesn't do you any good to do the normal raid because you don't get anything. So it's kind of like, well, that sucks. So I really wish they did something. Give me an engram. I mean, even an engram. It's something to help you do it again, because there's really and truly just no reason to run the raid once you've done it. And I've helped people, and you know, on times when I don't get anything, or I should say, I wouldn't say helps. I guess anybody who does it is helping, but you can only do it so many times before you're like, look, this is just, you know, all I'm getting is the experience of doing the raid again. I'm not actually getting anything for it. I could go do, you know, quite a few strikes in the time that it takes me to do the raid, and have a chance for one of those, you know, legendary engrams to pop up, or maybe even get an exotic weapon, which I have done from a strike. So they need to add another reward so that we can continue to do this more than just we only want you to do this once per character. You know, well, you know, we're only gonna give you something for it. Well, can't we have something else? I mean, don't give me raid gear. I mean, or, you know, make it a shard per chest, or just an engram or something like that, because I do it. I mean, and the funny thing is you're looking at it right now. The Gorgon's Labyrinth. I mean, it's always kind of fun because there's always someone who has ADD that just, you know, can't keep it together while you're getting through there. They have to be that guy that's making the noise. So it's kind of fun. It adds funny to it and everything. So, and trust me, every single time I've gone through the labyrinth, there is somebody who has to do something, whether it's you know, throwing a grenade or shooting at something. They just can't contain themselves I mean, and if you're just going straight through it, you've already got the chest. I mean, you can't contain yourselves for just a couple minutes. It's just ridiculous. But it adds fun to it. It makes a little spice to the raid in the end. And that's what I said. It's one of those things. You're talking with people. You're laughing, or, you know, some people are complaining. But it's really a shame we can't get something so that we can proceed forward to want to do this raid more than once per character. I mean, if you're doing it hard, twice if you're doing one then the other. I just think they need to rethink something with the rewards. I understand how the rewards work, but, you know, we should get something at the end of a raid for running it again. Maybe if it's a complete beginning to end run, because I can kind of see what I'm saying get abused in certain manners. But if they could figure out a way to where we were getting paid for doing this, that would be nice, because this is one of the more fun things to do in the game right now. A lot of the other stuff, you've just beaten your head against it so many times, you're just seeing it too much, and you're like, I need something to do. I mean, the game, I mean, I know there's a lot of complaints about the game and the certain way certain things work and way certain things are on the disc that, you know, aren't, you know, were on the disc and they're not available, and that drives some people crazy. Really and truly, there is quite a bit in the game for me, but at the same time, I mean, I'm getting to that point too of going, you know what do I want to do next? Nope, I just did something like this. And, you know, when you're running the strikes, people complain about people leaving strikes. Now, I didn't leave this. Let's get this right. But, whoo, I was not happy on my third run through of the Nexus while running the strike playlist this week. I was like, holy crap. I mean, are there so few strikes here that I have to run the same one 3 times in a row? I went ahead and ran it. I ran it. But when I backed out afterwards and just kind of stopped, it's like I need a break from the Nexus, because I don't want to run this one strike over and over and over. It's just not fun. So the raid, I guess because of the length of it and everything, it's not something I've necessarily gotten bored with. It's just that, you know, once you've got your rewards, you don't want to continue to do it over and over again. And when you've had a couple days in a week where all you did was a raid, well, you want to do other things too. So because you're getting a reward for doing other things one way or another, whether it be a bounty and you're getting reputation, or, you know, running a strike, getting reputation, you're getting your marks, and possibly getting an engram or a legendary item or an exotic item. So I don't know, I would like to see something done with the raid. It's one of the more fun things in the game to me, and I wish they would give us reason to participate in it more than your once or twice, depending on how you do it. But that's just my 2 cents. I just wanted to say that. I really wish they would give us a little something extra there. But I don't know if that's going to happen, because it's so hard to balance between the people like me who would like to do it and would probably do it straight, but there's going to be somebody who would find a way to take advantage of it, and that kind of stinks, but that is just the way it is, I guess. But this is not going to be a finished gameplay. This was just some random stuff here and there, and I just wanted to put some stuff out so I could talk about it, kind of how I feel about the raid and how I'm a little disappointed that there's just zero nada for doing it multiple times. And I'll just let it play out, and I will catch you guys later.
Guardian down.